Hello and welcome to fourth quarter action of the week 8 CFL game between Calgary and Saskatchewan. Calgary currently are 3-2 and in fourth place in the West. Saskatchewan are 2-3 and are in fifth place in the West. And as you can see from the score on the top here, Calgary lead 19-13. The scoring summary: in the first, 7:45 2-yard run from Jackson to put Calgary up 7-0, and then a 96-yard fumble recovery by Levels made it 14-0 at 5:30. Stanford was then injured for Saskatchewan with 1:30 left in the first, and he's going to be out for 5 games, and that left the end of the first at 14-0. The second, we had to wait until 5:15 from the end of the period when there was a 9-yard sack of the Saskatchewan quarterback Zach Collaros, making it 16-0. At 1:20, a 38-yard field goal by Paradis made it 19-0 to Calgary, and then with 5 seconds left in the first half, 47-yard field goal by Lowther brought it back to 19-3. So the end of the second quarter, that was the score: Calgary 19, Saskatchewan 3. In the third, at 12:45, a 49-yard field goal by Lowther made it 19-6, and as time expired, a 6-yard run by Massam for Saskatchewan brought the score to, as you can see now, 19-13. So we're going to start off with a kickoff in the fourth quarter because the score has just happened. So here we go, kicking off Saskatchewan, and 23 on a kickoff. And Lowther is a B kickoff, so 23 is a 68-yard kick, and the return is going to be 12, who is Morris, and 64 is going to be an unusual play, so I better mark the 68 yards down so I don't forget. So punt returns 64. Yeah, it's an unusual result, so we'll go back to the unusual results table. On a kick return, 31. Punt returns 31, 14 yards and out of bounds, and there is a penalty on the play, and that penalty is on a kick return 26. 4B is the defense are offsides, so they're going to take that penalty, and 15 seconds will come off the clock, and they'll kick from the 40. So here we go. I'm going to re-kick 64. That's an unusual play on the kick this time. No, it isn't. High floating kickoff returns for 3 yard from 3-yard line, which with 5 on that is 2 into their end zone. So it's going to be returned, and then there's going to be an injury on the play. So 15, the 2 yards into their end zone, and 15 is Morris. His return is 35. So the kick return 35. Subtract 2 from his return. Morris is 23, so it's 21. So I'll bring it out to his 19-yard line, and that is where the play will start, and we'll take 15 seconds off the clock, and we now have to check for an injury. So let's see who's injured. 44, GA, who is Brandon Labatt. And how long is he injured for? 52. He's out for the rest of the game, so at least he's going to come back to the next one. They've got so many injuries, Saskatchewan. They've only got one quarterback. So here we go, and we are with Calgary, 1st and 10, outside run against a blitz. So an outside run against a blitz. 52 in the 4th quarter. Is B a 2 run? No, he is not. I'm going to the XR column, and the runner is 8. Outside run Jackson. 15 is GB a 0 run? No. Turns ahead for 7 yards. So 2nd and 3. We're down to 14 minutes. Calgary on the move. 2nd and 3, inside run against a safe. Sorry, and against an up. Inside run against an up defense. And a 64, this is 16 who it's going to, and that is Morris. 64 is an unusual result. 32, no gain, but there is a penalty. So there's no gain, but there is a penalty. 22, offense 5 yards, 3A. False start, so they have to take that. And it's 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Play action pass against a D. And this is going to to Durant. 24. SB or TB a 0 pass. TB is not a 0 pass. SB is not a 0 pass. Complete tackled after single dive. So he gets 1 yard, and it brings it to 3rd and 7. So they're going to punt. They need to take 30 seconds off. And they punt. 42. 42 is his return an A, B or a C? Maver. It is, yes. At 2 yards to average, and the 4 yard return is average is 46, so that's 48 minus 4 is a 44 yard punt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, take one off, 44. So Saskatchewan, we're down to 13 minutes left in the game, and it's 1st and 10 from their own 43. So 1st and 10 from their own 43. Can Saskatchewan put this comeback together? 6 points adrift, a touchdown and a convert will take them in the lead, and it's an outside run against a safe. Outside run against a safe defense. And so this is going to Marshall. 11. The quarterback is an A completion, and therefore going to the XR chart. And on the XR chart, 12. IJK or L a 2 run. None of them are 2 runs, so no. So he gets 7 yards to make it 2nd and 3 from their own 50. 2nd and 3. Ooh. I've got to turn these cards around because I made a mistake and shuffled them all wrong. 2nd and 3. And short pass, it's an outside run, but they are -1. Sorry, Saskatchewan aren't, so it's an outside run against a safe. Calgary are -1. Outside run against a safe, so it's the same play. And 4 on the outside run is Mason, 55. That's going to be an unusual result. So Mason has the ball. And we're all on the unusual results chart. 64. 64. No gain. Marshall, has he got the exclamation? No, he hasn't. And then a line fumble. So has he fumbled the ball? Is the question. So it's a line fumble. No yards gained. And we go to the fumble chart. 35 on the line. Official rule that fumble occurred after play, whistle blown dead, no fumble. So 3rd and 3 from the Saskatchewan 50. So they're going to kick the ball away. 62 on a punt. 62 on a punt. Is his sideline an F? No, it isn't. 6 yards, and it goes out of bounds. So subtract 6 yards off his kick, and that is 41. So 35-yard kick, 10, 20, 35, and it goes out of bounds. And so Calgary will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25. Calgary medium pass against an up defense. Medium pass against an up. And this is going to Ambles. 44. Is EA a 2-pass? No, he is not. Quarterback pressures, throws, incomplete. Unless he has a question mark, and he doesn't. So 2nd down and 10. And so they're going to go for a long pass against a deep. Long pass against a deep defense, and this is going to Jordan. 41. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? Well, no, he isn't. Going to the XL column. So this could be a 1st down for Calgary. 42. Is CE a 0 pass? No, he is not. 27 yards. So he gets to their own 52-yard line. And Calgary are on the move. Medium pass against an up defense. And the pass is going to Jackson. And it's a 44. Is EA a 2-pass? Well, we already know he's not. He will be if he would have been if he'd have been in the other half of the field. So it's incomplete, and we're down to 10:45, and it's 2nd and 10. And we have a medium pass against a blitz. So Saskatchewan are bringing everything in this play, trying to get this ball back. Plenty of time left. And the medium pass is going to Beggleton. 42. Is FB a 2-pass? The fullback is not a 2-pass, no. Pressure from F or G, incomplete, unless he is a shrieked quarterback, and he isn't, so it's incomplete. And we go to 3rd and 10. So Calgary will punt the ball away, and the punt is a 53. Is the punter an A sideline? And he is. He's an A sideline. Subtract 2, and it bounces out of bounds, so that's 44 yards. So there's the 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So they pins Saskatchewan back at their own 14-yard line, and Saskatchewan begin the long drive 10-15 left in the game. And a short pass against the deep. Short pass against deep for Saskatchewan. And this is going to Williams-Lambert. 64, unusual play. So an unusual play, 26. A 1 yard loss, but there is a penalty on the play. And that penalty is 26. Offense 5 yards, 3D. Ineligible receiver downfield, so they're going to decline that and take it to the second down. 10 minutes left. 2nd and 11. So on 2nd and 11, short pass against a blitz. So Calgary bring everything in on this play, trying to pin Saskatchewan as far back as they possibly can, and it's going to Evans, and it's 46, which is another unusual result. So Evans is going to be the receiver. 51, bad snap, and they lose a yard. So we're down to 9.5, 3rd and 12. They are going to punt this one away. So Saskatchewan punt away, 36. Is this return an A, B or C? Well, it is yes. Punter's average and then a 1 yard return, so it's 41 yards and then a 1 yard return, so it's just 40 yards net. 10, 20, 30, 40. That gives them Calgary really good field position to start this drive. Their first down at the Saskatchewan 52. So here we go. It's a short pass against a deep defense. Short pass against deep. And that is 55, and I think that is going to be an unusual result if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Unusual result. The pass is going to 16. Morris. 62. 8 yards, hard hit. So it gets 8 yards, and then we have to go to the hard hit chart. On page 68. So 8 yards, let's give him his 8 yards. And then there's a hard hit. 65. Ball carrier or receiver fumbles out of bounds, offense retain possession. So it's an out of bounds play. 15 seconds off the clock when we're on 2nd down and 2. So 2nd and 2 from the Saskatchewan 44. And it's an inside run against a blitz. So Saskatchewan bring everything, and Calgary decide to run it, and it's an inside run to Jackson, 42. Is TB a 0 run? He is not. So he's going to the XR column, and this could be decisive. 64. Is the runner's in grade greater than C? So 9 was Jackson. Jackson is an A, so yes it is. Makes defenders miss, and he's going to the go chart. 54 on the go is 42 yards plus this, so it's a touchdown. So a 44-yard run with 8:45 remaining in the 4th. 44 yards by Jackson. Don Jackson. And the convert. That's going to be good. So Paradis converts to take the score to 26-13 to Calgary. Has that pushed the game out of reach of Saskatchewan. They need 2 scores. There's plenty of time, but do they have the fight in them to get that 2 scores? So here we go. With the score 26-13, and Calgary will kick off. 54. He is an A kickoff. 54, an A is 61 yards. So 61 yards, and the return is from number 16, who is Thigpen. So 68 yards, 34 return. Subtract 3 from Thigpen. So that's 25, so 22, 68, 43 yards net. 10, 20, 30, 43. So it gives Saskatchewan the ball on their own 32. And it's going to be first down to Saskatchewan with 8 minutes 15 left. And they trail by 13 points. Let's have a look at the settings here. So we're in 9 minutes and we're down by 13 points. So they're going to be using the B column on these cards now. You may have noticed that this is the one with these numbers in within the lines of the field. I got this just in case I fancied trying it, but I still prefer to see the actual layout. So we are using D, did I say? B. We trail, so we're using B, so it's a medium pass against a deep. Medium pass against deep. Just knocked my mouse off. But hold on. We'll carry on. Medium pass against deep. And I shouldn't be there. And 19 for Saskatchewan on a medium pass is Bailey. And 13, the quarterback, is an A. So he gets Q yards and his Q rating is 13. So first down on the first play of the drive. So 1st and 10 at their own 45. They need to drive and score quick. A long pass against the deep. Long pass against deep. And this is going to Evans. And 24 on a long pass. EA or EB, a 2 pass. No. Interception chart. So I think this is probably the first interception that we've had in this game. So let's have a look. Do we have an interception? 65. Is the quarterback's Y rating 13 or more? Well, no, it's not even close. Defender and receiver struggle for ball, incomplete. So an incomplete pass taking us down to 7:30, and it's 2nd and 10 from Saskatchewan's 45, and we're still on B. Play action against deep. So a play action pass here. And this is going to Evans. 32. Is EA a 0 pass? No, he is not. So we're going to the XP column. So what is Evans going to do here? 64. Is the QB's X rating greater than 2? No, it isn't. It is 2. Complete for 8 yards. And another 30 seconds off the clock. And we're now 3rd and 2. And they're going to go for it. Outside run against a deep. They need 2 yards. and this is going to Mason. 21. He gets 4 yards, so it's first down. And Saskatchewan fight on. First down to Saskatchewan, and the drive has taken them into Calgary territory. And we have an outside run against the deep. Same thing. 16 is Thigpen. And 41 is TA, a 0 run. No, he is not. Scoots out of bounds and gains 12 yards for a first down, but more importantly, stops the clock. So we're at 6:15. And we've got a play action pass against a deep. 14 is Marcus Thigpen. 35 is TA, a 0 pass. Well, we already know he's not a 0 pass, and he completes for 7 yards. So 2nd and 3, and we're at 5:45. So now we move into the C columns for the play calling. So 2nd and 3, and it's a medium pass against a deep defense. This is going to Mason, and it's 35 is GB, a 0 pass. No, he is not. Almost sacked, but completes for minus single dash yards. Mason, R rating is 5, -5, so he gets nowhere, but there is a penalty on the play, and that penalty is 22. Offense 3A, false start, so he's got to take that penalty. And 15 seconds come off the clock, so it's still 2nd down, but it's 2nd down and 7 now. So it's a long pass against deep, 2nd and 7. And this pass is going to Moore. 66. 2 asterisk. Home field advantage? Yes. If home team are on offense, open man deep, go to the XL chart. So they've got the man open. Moore is open. 25. Is the quarterback's X greater than 7? No, it is not. In the flat for 32 and out of bounds. So he's on the 40, on the 35 or 4. So he gets down to the 2-yard line and steps out of bounds for a first down and goal. And so we now move to my chart. 1st and goal from the 2. And here we go. So it's 66. A play action pass against 19 against an up defense. Play action pass against an up defense. And this is going to Williams Lambert. Can he score and bring this game back? 32 is RB, a 0 pass. He is a 0 pass when he's inside the opponent's zone. Heavy pass rush, ball thrown away, incomplete pass. So it's a 2nd down and we're into 5 minutes of time. So 2nd and goal from the 2. 55. 55 is an outside run against a 15, an up defense. Outside run against an up defense. I should have brought that down by 15 seconds. This is going to 6, who is Mason. 56 is H, a 2-run. He's not a 2-run. Is he rated a 1-run? H, yes he is. He gets 1 yard. And so we're down to 4:15 and 3rd and 1, and they're gonna go for it. They've got to go for it. And it's 13 is an inside run against 8 against a safe. Inside run against safe. And the inside run is going to Messam. 61 is a 0 run. No, he is not. Tackled after a gain of 5 yards, so he gets in. So with 4 minutes, we have a 1-yard run for Messam. And the extra point, he is a B convert. That's going to be good. So the convert by Lowther. And the score goes to 26-20. And we have 4 minutes remaining in the game. Still plenty of time. So Saskatchewan will kick off. Just going to kick off normally. There is a lot of time left. 12. And the kickoff is a B kickoff, Lowther. 12 is a 74-yard kick. 74 yards, and it's going to be returned by Williams. 74 yards. 14, subtract 8. 74. 21 minus 8 is 13. 74, 61 yards average. So it's an average 61 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 61. So it's pinned them right back at the 14-yard line, and this has to be the chance for Saskatchewan to get back into the lead in this game. 26-20, 3:45 left, and we have a 6-point lead. So that will mean, looking at the game chart here, 6-point leads, 3 to 5 minutes is D, column D. So here we go. And so it is a short pass against a blitz. So Saskatchewan coming with everything, trying to get this ball back. They've still got 3:45 left. So 17 on a short pass for Calgary is Ambles. 35 is SA, a 2 pass. He's not. No. Hurried incomplete. Is he a 5A passer? No, he is not. So it's an incomplete pass, and we're down to 3:30. 2nd and 10 from Calgary's 14. Play action against an up defense. So play action pass against an up defense. 16 is Morris. 46 is an unusual result. 63. It's a 12-yard gain, and then there's a fumble. So it gets into there, and then there's a gain fumble. 14 is SB rated 2 on a run. No, he is not. and D recovers. So Saskatchewan are going to recover, and it is going to be Javon Johnson. So Saskatchewan recover and they get the ball without a return, and they're 1st and 10 on Calgary's 26-yard line. So they've been behind all the game. They were 14-0 down at the end of the first quarter, and we're now 3 minutes. We're in the 3-minute drill. So the times are a bit different in 3 minutes. Everything stops at the end of the play. So they've got 3 minutes, 6 points difference. Here we go, and when you're trailing by 6 within the last 3 minutes, it's C. So we've got a long pass already against deep. They're going for it. Long pass against deep. They're trying to make the difference now. They might want to wait a little while, get some time off the clock. 5 is Evans. 31 is F or J a 2 pass. F is not. J is not. Quarterback runs. So we've got to go to page 12. So Coloros is going to run 46, and that's going to be an unusual result. 41. Oh, the play clock expires. So 10 seconds comes off the clock, and here we go again. We're using C, long pass against a deep. So they're going to go for the same play, 1st and 15. 31 is J or D, sorry, long pass against the deep. Is F or J a 2 pass? F is not. J is not. No. Quarterback runs again. So he's going to go again. He's going to try and run again. Let's see if he can get the play off in time. 41 is TA a 0 run. No, he is not. Scoots out of bounds for 12 yards. So 2:40 remaining, and it's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. A medium pass against deep. Medium pass against deep. And this is going to Williams Lambert. 61 is D a 0 pass. He is not. And it's going to a possible interception. This could be the game if they intercept. Let's have a look what happens here. 56 is the quarterback rating 10 or more. Is the Y rating 10 or more? No, it isn't. It's incomplete. Glances off a defender. Another 10 seconds comes off the clock. 5 seconds comes off the clock on an incomplete pass. And we're on 3rd and 3. They're going to go for it. Medium pass against deep. And this time it is going, can't go to 16 because he's injured. It's 62 is the number we're looking at. 6 is Evans. Evans, 62 is B, a 0 pass. No, he is not. And again, we could be intercepted. So we go back to the interception chart. His Y rating is a 3. 53. Is it 9 or more? No. Ball thrown away. Incomplete. And so 2:25, and they turn the ball over. Calgary take the ball. And they have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So They lead by 6 with 2 minutes 25 left. And that means we're going to be using the D column. It's an inside run against an up defense. Two minutes 25 left. And this is going to Jackson, 44, is the quarterback a 2-run? No, he's not. Both through hole for 1 difficult yard, question mark. So the inside run was Jackson. He's not question marked. So he gets a 1 run and 20 seconds comes off the clock. And we're at 2nd and 9. And we are using D. Play action pass against a blitz. So play action pass, and Saskatchewan are coming, trying to get this ball back. 4 is going to Daniels. Daniels 31, TB or GA a 2 pass. TB isn't a 2 pass. GA isn't a 2 pass. So no, and it's incomplete. Offensive holding, a 10-yard penalty. They're going to take that penalty. And they'll give them 2nd down again. So 2nd and an awful lot. Here we go. Outside run against an up. So they tried to fool them with a run. But Saskatchewan's defense was ready for it. 18 is going to Arbuckle. And 43 is TA a 0 run. No, he is not. Cuts, weaves, and 7 yards and gets knocked out of bounds. Didn't want that. Didn't want us to go out of bounds. 1 minute 50. They're going to have to punt. So here we go. 46 on a punt. That's going to be an unusual play. Yep, unusual results. On a punt, there's the returner. 63. Nine yards fumble by the kicking team. Oh, sorry, that's punt return. Poor snap, 33 yards and out of bounds. And that is going to give us a penalty. But they're going to decline that penalty. And Saskatchewan are going to get the ball back. With 1 minute 40 left on the play clock. And time is beginning to run out. 1st and 10 at the Calgary 50. And we're 6 points behind. 6 points behind within 3 minutes. We're still using column C. We're using C, so long pass against D. They're going for everything again. $14. Moore. 11. He is an A completion. It's 2Q and out of bounds. So that's 26 yards. And he gets out of bounds, so saving the clock. 1:30 remaining. 1st and 10 at the 24. Medium pass against deep. Medium pass against deep. The game is on the line with 1:30 left, and the medium pass is going to Evans. 65 is H, a 0 pass. No, he is not. Is FB rated a 0 pass? Yes. He's sacked for 9 yards. Oh no. So we move to second down. 1 minute 10 on the clock. Second and a bus ride. And they're going to go for a short pass against a deep. So short pass against deep defense. And this is going to Roosevelt, 13. He's an A. Oh, he gets a single dice and he goes out of bounds. 2 yards. Steps out of bounds. 1 minute of play and they've got to go for it. So it's going to have to be a long pass. And it's going to be a long pass against a deep. This is the game. This should be the game. And this could be 10. Long pass is going to Moore, and 11 on an A. Completion is 2Q yards, which is 26 yards. So it gets Saskatchewan get down to the 5-yard line. So it's first and goal. We're going to use my chart for this. First and goal from the 5-yard line. And this now really is becoming an exciting finish to this game. So what do we have here? 61. 61 is a play action pass against 13 against an up defense. Play action pass against an up. The game is on the line. Saskatchewan are driving 6 points behind 2. Williams Lambert, 31. GA or FB a 0 pass. GA is not. FB is, yes. Missed block, sacked for 7 yards. And they're going to call the timeout. So 30 seconds left. Second down and goal from the 12-yard line. Second and goal from the 12-yard line. And 34. Is an outside run against 14 against a safe defense. Outside run against safe. And this is going to Marshall. 45 is EB a 0 run. He is. And he loses 2 yards. He loses 2 yards. So with 10 seconds on the clock, this is the play. They've got to go for a medium pass. So regardless, they're going to go for, well, it says long, but they're going to go medium against deep. Medium pass against a deep. And it is going to 18, who is sure. Oh, they're relying on me, are they? 65, H, a 0 pass. He's not. His FB a 0 pass. He is. And he's sacked. He's sacked and they lose the game. They lose the game on a 9-yard sack. And Calgary hold on to win by 26 points to 20. What an exciting finish. Well, guys, I love the mat, and the game has gone quicker with the mat, which is, but also I'm not writing the stats down. I hope you enjoyed this game. This was a really exciting finish, or at least I hope you think it was an exciting finish. If you do, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this game in particular, and hopefully we'll have another one shortly, and you'll come back and watch that. But Calgary beat Saskatchewan 26 points to 20, with Saskatchewan driving right at the end to try and score, and 2 sacks in a row. took the game out of the Saskatchewan offence's hand. Time ran out. Calgary go off the winners, ecstatic, and we will see you again shortly. Until then, good night.